coming home can have a double meaning for military members. Like Technical Sergeant Nada Larry.
I'm Tech Sergeant Nada Larry with the 621st Contingency Response Wing. I work at the 818 CRG.
Home can be a world away.
And I was originally born in Ghana. My parents went to college in the States. My older brother was actually born in North Carolina. So when they came back, they figured, they wanted a better opportunity for us.
At 15 years old, Nada had mixed emotions about the big move.
I was excited, but I was a little hesitant because he was taking us away from our entire family and taking us to this foreign place where we had no family. After the first couple years, we kind of blended in. Our accent started changing. And I went to college. I did the first 2 years, and it wasn't for me. I just got really, really bored. And I talked to my grandparents. My mom. We talked about my grandfather and
her grandfather.
And I remember, when I was a little girl, my grandfather taking us to Burma camp, saw all the guys in the uniform and his little, the back in the day hat with the little cap. To me, it was very commanding, and it was attractive to me.
He was a career military man in the Ghanaian army.
I wanted to join the army initially. Then I went to the recruiting station. You know how there's the Army, Air Force, Marine, all in the same area. So I talked to each and every one of them. The Army, I forget, I think the basic training was like 9 weeks, I forgot. So I went to the Marines, I think that was about 16 weeks, roughly. I went to the Air Force guy, he was like 6 weeks. I was like, you got it.
In 2001, Nada enlisted in the Air Force, and time, as it tends to do, began to slip away.
Ever since I left in '95, I hadn't really seen my grandfather, apart from pictures that was sent. I hadn't really seen him.
Then in 2012, well over a decade since they last saw each other, Nada and her Opa were reunited. An international air mobility exercise known as the African Partnership Flight was taking place in Ghana, and Sergeant Larry was deploying.
My military barrier went away. I'll put it that way. I'm downstairs on the first floor screaming, ah! And then I got on the phone in the elevator with my mom. I was like, guess what? I'm going to Ghana for 3 weeks.
She was determined to make the most out of this chance occurrence.
Everything is exactly the same. Nothing has moved out of place. I was looking at the kitchen, and it's exactly This is exactly how it was. The shelves, everything, the pots and pans, the refrigerator, the pantry, everything's exactly the same.
Nada and her grandparents spent a Saturday afternoon catching up on years past, treasuring each moment, because no one is sure how much time remains.
A part of me is a little angry at myself for not keeping in touch more often, calling him more often, seeing how he's doing. I'm okay. Missing out on a lot of things, missing out on his decline in health. He inspired me. And the more I think about it, I don't know what else I would be doing if I wasn't in the military. I can't imagine what else I'd be doing. I can't imagine being a doctor. I can't imagine being anything else but a military woman. Bye.
In Accra, Ghana, I'm Air Force Staff Sergeant James Stewart.
Okay, hold it together.